award for education. Right. National Award for Education by our former Prime Minister, Bisesa, under the partnership and so on. So I was given this national award for my contribution, to education. So, you know, but for me and for writers, it's our work is labor of love.
It is.
We don't, actually we lose financially when we spend our time, wee hours in the morning, early hours in the morning, day after day, holiday, New Year's, Carnival, we are doing our work quietly. Nobody sees us. And we are not really adequately recognized or rewarded financially. I could make much more money doing something else.
But you choose this.
But I have chosen this.
Because you love it.
I love it. I love it. And we get our reward and our pleasure by meeting somebody out there in the street and saying, you know, I've read your book.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So we want people to read our work.
Dr. Mahabir, to this date, what would you consider to be your greatest achievement?
I don't know. I'm writing, I have written, and I just continue to write. And I don't know, but my bestseller is the medicinal and edible plants. That I know. So people still have it, and so on. People still buy it.
So that's your bestseller.
That's my bestseller.
That's the bestseller.
I did a recipe book, which I don't have on display today. Yeah, traditional recipes.
Very nice.
Those two books are the bestsellers.
Now, in everything in life, there is something in our life that we do, that we love, yes, that is close and dear to our heart, that is very meaningful, that we're very passionate about with regards to, well, I have a little preference for this. Of everything that you've written, which would you say has some sort of significant meaning to you that you would describe as your best work, that you feel achievement, that you feel bonded to?
It's difficult to say, because all of these works are really are conceived in my mind. It's a product of creativity, ingenuity, and in almost all of the works that I do, it fills a gap.
Yes.
The book on folklore spirits, the book on Satmaraj, the book on folk tales. By the way, it's being used in secondary schools.
Very good.
At the Form 1 level.
Excellent.
Yeah, folk tales. It has questions in the back and so on.
And this is helping this generation to have a greater appreciation and understanding.
Yes.
Very nice.
So because almost all of my books, it fills a gap. It fills a gap. This topic has never been addressed before in book length. But my life really revolves around academia. I am assistant professor at UTT. I teach at the Valsane Teachers College and Corinth. So we train the teachers who go out to teach in the primary school and secondary school. And I teach anthropology, which is again culture. And my love really is writing and seeing a book come out in print.
Yes.
It's I can compare it to having a baby, perhaps. You carry this baby in your womb for 9 months and so on, and it's born. It's the most beautiful thing, and you get joy just by looking at it. And this is the feeling that we writers get when our books are put in print.
Dr. Mahabir, you know, we talked about the humble beginnings. How do you feel now when you reflect and you go down memory lane and you see yourself as this child living, you know, coming from the country area, living a very simple life, no big fuss, very sheltered, as you said. You were very sheltered. In terms of culture, you didn't talk much about that and religion in your life. But when you go down and you remember, who would you say was the most influential person in your life?
It's difficult to say. There's no one person. I think I have gotten bits and pieces from everybody and so on to create the personality which I now embody. There is no single person, but I look at V.S. Naipaul, for instance, who has won the greatest prize any writer can ever achieve, the Nobel Prize, the only Trinidadian to win a Nobel Prize for writing or for anything in Trinidad and Tobago, the only Trinidadian, V.S. Naipaul, and I admire his dedication, his discipline, and so on. So I believe you can achieve anything you want, but you've got to be dedicated. You have to put everything you have. In writing, I eat, dream, sleep writing. My whole life is involved in writing.
Yeah.
Even when I'm not writing, I'm thinking about what I'm going, thinking about what I'm going to write.
Very innovative mind.
Yes, yes. So you got to dream it.
Yeah.
You got to think it.
I
You got to
like
do it.
that. I like that you've said that.
Yeah.
That little Indian boy, that little boy who was living in the country, you've grown into such a dynamic person, so influential that people throughout the world, I'm sure, would have had somewhere along the line to have read, your great work. How do you feel about that when you look at that, or you sit with yourself and you reflect, and like you say, you had that dream, you knew when you were in primary school what you wanted to do.
Writer.
You focused, so you dreamt it. You had a goal. You worked towards it, and you achieved it.
Yes.
How do you feel?
But I feel ordinary. I don't feel great. I mean, people, sometimes I go to events and so on. People, Dr. Mahabir, come, and they call the children, look, this man here, we have read his book. I mean, it's good and so on, but I don't feel as if I'm a great person, celebrity and so on. I do what I have to do.
Right.
And continue to do it without even looking for rewards. The reward and the pleasure is in seeing the book in print. And again, but if I were to probably born in an earlier generation, I would go to filmmaking. That's the new genre.
Oh.
Making documentary films. But I grew up in a time when we didn't have cameras and so on, and editing machine and computers and so on. But if I am to advise anybody who wants to get creative or want to pursue a creative career, I would say get into filmmaking, produce documentary, produce feature films. And it's sad that I'm writing so much, but there are few Indian writers, local Indian writers, not many. Not many, because the young Indians and so on, much into medicine, engineering, accounting and so on. They will do little dance groups and so on here, but not many young people are into writing, and it's really sad, because this is a legacy you leave.
So that's a message he's sending. That's a message he's sending to especially the young ones, the youth, in terms of creativity and thinking when you're looking at a career. I think the lesson that we also learned from Dr. Mahabir today is that when you identify and you recognize that you have a talent and you like something, you can love it and live it and allow it to blossom, and this is the end result. What is your message?
My message is that you have to aspire to be the best. Don't sell yourself short. I still have bigger dreams, which I don't want to disclose on the set for the public. Nice. I have bigger dreams.
Yes.
And you must aspire to international standard. Yeah. Be the best in your field. Always look for criticism. Always look for criticism and commentary and so on. It's the only way we improve.
Doc, that is so true. As a broadcaster, I am always very open for criticism, and I'll tell you why. It allows me to be polished. It allows me to be better, to grow and excel. Some people don't like it,
I know.
But it improves.
But constructive criticism.
That's it.
Yes, not vindictive criticism.
Not vindictive.
Not based on envy or anything. People who genuinely want to see you improve.
Yes.
So you pick out, from those who give an evaluation if they're really genuine or if they're just envious or so, And I want to be the best in my field. I mean,
what a message this morning. Doc, it's really been a privilege, and you continue to inspire young people. You continue to inspire me. I always admire your great work, and now sitting with you one-on-one and having this conversation, a great appreciation for who you are and where you came from and who you are today, and of course where you're going to be in the future, because may you continue to grow from strength to strength, and may all of your dreams be realized. We admire you, we appreciate you, and you are true inspiration to the younger ones. Continue to do well and inspire us. And I thank you for taking, I know that you're extremely busy, but you took the time to spend this time with us this morning, and we are greatly appreciative of it. We thank you kindly. All the best to you.
Thank you.
This morning, quite privileged to have been in conversation with Dr. Kumar Mahabir. We thank you kindly. Of course, this is where we'll say goodbye for today. The curtains will come down on this edition of Conversations with Zalisa. I invite you to view us tonight. We've got a repeat of this program tonight at 10 o'clock. Tell your friends, tell your family members. Stay with us. Ultimate in Programming continues. Your number one TV Jaagriti. On behalf of our hardworking team, here's wishing each and every one of you a beautiful, blessed, productive, great day today. Happy Wednesday. Keep smiling. Be positive. It's the last Wednesday in the year of 2016. Please enjoy. I am Zalisa Boodoosingh Roopani. Sitaram.
Audio Jungle.